Welcome back. New Brunswick has a rich agricultural history. However, in the past 5 years, more than 600 farms across the province have shut down. Today's changing market is making it difficult for family farms to stay open. Melissa Oakley spoke to local farmer Jean Hoyt to find out more.
Jean Hoyt owns 32 acres of apple orchards in Prince William, New Brunswick. The farm has been passed on through 6 generations of his family. This season, Hoyt will be cutting down 20 acres of trees because he's going bankrupt.
Number one, the expenses have all gone up. Fuel costs have gone up, spray costs, chemicals, fertilizers, and the labor component has got very, very tough in the last few years.
Most of Jean's crops are on the ground. This is partly because there are not enough workers to pick the fruit.
Our attempts to try and harvest the fruit before it fell, we were looking for workers, and of course there was a shortage of workers and skilled laborers to do these farm jobs.
Even if Hoyt had enough workers, there are not enough people buying his apples.
Back in the late 80s, early 90s, we were doing approximately $4 million worth of apple sales, of local apple sales into the local supermarket chains.
Last year, his sales were under $300,000. Paul LeBlanc is the manager of the Apple Growers of New Brunswick. He says that farmers have to get used to a new distribution system. The traditional way of growing apples doesn't work in today's market.
Before, we used to load up apples on the back of a half-ton truck and go to the store down the road and go to the back door and have the apples displayed on the shelves.
LeBlanc says for today's farmer to survive, the answer is simple.
The growers have to work together in terms of creating some critical mass and a delivery network that they can plug into a system. Instead of being independent, that they deliver their own apples to their own store, they have to be part of a group. That as a group, they will fit into a stream that delivers to Sobeys or Loblaws or a co-op.
Until this happens, farmers like Jean Hoyt will continue to lose their business. This season, his apples will either rot on the ground or be sent to make apple juice.
With farmers getting older, there may not be enough time for them to adapt to the changing industry. The next generation must come together and conform to the new system to keep family farms alive in New Brunswick. For Stew Journalism, I'm Melissa Oakley.